Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Rafa Silva. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Xavi Simons. Osimhen. Saint-Etienne needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's away. Stiller. And it's Simons. Gnonto. Fofana. Showing good feet. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Camera. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good play on the left-hand side here. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de
Tries to pass it through.
60.810.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Aguirre gets over and intercepts. And it's Silva. Bellingham. Marcos Alonso. And Scott. Stiller. Camera. Pedri. And Stiller. Camera. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Scott. Bellingham. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, good-looking ball.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Pavlovic. Now it's Fofana. Stiller. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's neat. And it's Stiller. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. River Plate clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Picked out brilliantly.
They've got to make this nice and quick. Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Now it's Pepe. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fofana. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Bellingham. Does well to stand firm and defend it. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's Bellingham. Nice control. Fofana. Lovely bit of skill. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, you rarely see atmosphere like this. The River folks certainly have lived up to their reputation in their noisy, boisterous, colourful, near-mesmeric display. And already we're underway here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Passing nice and neat. That's a delicate pass. That is a brilliant interception. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, I quite like the look of the defender, Pavlovic, because he seems to be a very good blend of steel and skill. We know all about his tactics.
Takes a shot! Could move up a gear here. Pedri. And it's Simons. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Robinson just loves to go forward whenever he can. Simons. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ceballos making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, such a clever touch. Elmas. And it's Scott. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. River Plate are looking to break at pace. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Pepe. Dani Ceballos. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. It's a good run, that. Great timing. Bellingham. Has a look and plays it forward.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Showing good feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That's really well manoeuvred. Stiller. Now it's Osimhen. And it's made its way to him. Pavlovic deals with that comfortably. Ceballos. Now it's Pepe. Bellingham. Now it's Pepe. And he shoots!
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pedri. That's a little off target. That's a cute ball. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Robinson. Opts for safety. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that was vital. Rafa Silva. And it's Pedri. That's been cut out, well played. Scott.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Simons. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Scott. And it's Ceballos. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Cambio.
And the action is back underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Scott. That's a super given goal. He's going for goal! They want to be quick to recover this. Now it's Rafa Silva. Now this could be a chance. Stiller. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Xavi Simons is behind this one. Simons! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, well played, well played. Marcos Alonso tries making a foray down the right. Just the keeper to beat! He's free, he has... And the finish! They've scored! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. That was a given, it always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Saint-Etienne have fired themselves in front.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Bellingham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. River Plate still this single goal behind. 60 minutes played. Turns back here, probably the best option. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Silva. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Look at the space here. Decent chance! He scores! River Plates are level. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that was no routine save.
Pepe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! There's a probing ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's good running with the ball. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Pedri. Xavi Simons. Simons. And it's Stiller. Saint-Etienne needed that, they really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Saint-Etienne clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's Silva. Camera. Marcos Alonso. Pedri. Camera. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shot could be on.
Oh, the ball's...
Has a... Osimhen finds himself offside.
Cambio en el River Plate. Número 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Número 5. Entran número 15. Número 28. Número 7.
Foot in.
Se está realizando un
Good
cambio.
work on the right flank here. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Not the most accurate pass. He could, and this is Silva. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. He has found the way through. Backward it goes. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Stiller. Lovely. Now then. Darami. And the counter is on. And he's intervened well there. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, you rarely see atmosphere like this. The River folks certainly have lived up to their reputation in their noisy, boisterous, colourful, near mesmeric display.
And already we're underway here.
Pedri. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Marcos Alonso calmly anticipates. Well, no, that is pretty much the end of that. Scott. He's a sharp little ball here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Pedri. Now it's Rafa Silva. Pedri, and the shot!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Pedri is offering a wry smile there.
River Plate with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Saint-Etienne have the chance to go the other way. No goals as yet. Now, what about a counter-attack? Stiller. Now it's Pedri. Oh, cracking ball. And it's made... And the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Bellingham. Almas. Bellingham. And it's Scott. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. Can he spark a counter here? That looks a good ball through. Scott. Oh, this looks sharp.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Robinson has given away a free kick. Robinson is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And he's had it nicked away. Rafa Silva going full tilt down the left. And it's Pedri. And here's Osimhen. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. A good take in a good area. Chance for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Scott. It's Bellingham. Now it's Pepe. Elmas. Elmas running with the ball. Oh, that's nice. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Camera. And it's Silva. And here's Osimhen. Oh, well played. Fofana. And here's Osimhen. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Bellingham. Elmas. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. Opts to play it back. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first-half thoughts?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Here we go again then.
River Plate have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Good read, needed to be. Has a look and plays it forward. He's had a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Taken back almost at once. He's on it, can he get away? Camera. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Scott. Bellingham. Good take, and is he in? Gets to show off his quick feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good switch, that.
And it's Pedri. Camera. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Fofana could move up a gear here. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. There's the shot! Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Saint-Etienne clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Chance!
Really nicely worked opportunity, that. Some lovely exchanges.
Osimhen had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
River Plate perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! Oh, it's come off the upright.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
And it's Stiller.
That's a good ball.
Rafa.
Can he finish? Excellent shot. This time, surely!
They want to be quick to recover this.
River Plate really deserve full marks for effort, though. It's clear they want to win this.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This looks promising.
That's an excellent interception.
Elmas.
He won't be happy with that one.
Knocks it into space.
Nice control.
Stiller.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Scott. Spread out to the left.
The final 5 minutes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Cross needs to... Oh, what a climb! Oh, yes, it's there! And that might well be that! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
River Plate take what looks to be
And a chance! And the ball's come loose here. That's got him rattled.
It's their second corner of the game.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
River Plate have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Cordoba taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, River Plate have always been considered the uptown club amongst those in the Argentine capital, but the supporters, believe me, are no less passionate or loud. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler. So not the type to stay put, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Stiller. And here's Osimhen. And this is Silva. Kamara. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Scott. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Oh, that's neat. And it's Bellingham. And Scott. And they're back on the ball again. Scott. Dunk. Camera. He's on the move, and he's going to have to go it alone. Rafa Silva. And here's Pedri. And no, that was never going to make it.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Scott. Now it's Fofana. And it's Bellingham.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And it's Scott. Nice sequence of passes, this. And Scott. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Robinson did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Oh, good take in a good area. Pedri! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. And we have our very first corner. Saint-Etienne have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham. "30 minutes gone." There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, they could break here. Now it's Pepe. And he's in on goal. Now it's Pepe. Scott. He's going for goal! Oh, belter! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Saint-Étienne have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Pepe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Pedri.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This possibly the last play of the half. Punched away. And the volley. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the second half gets underway.
River Plate can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And it's Scott. Bellingham has created one goal already. Scott. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Stiller. Rafa Silva. Oh, there's a probing ball. Out towards the flank. Stiller. Shot could be on. He has a... Takes a shot! And he hits the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And here's Rafa Silva. Dunk.
River Plate have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue
Just
de
about up to the hour now.
62.000.
Dunk. Knocks it into space. To Camera. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Fofana was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Some good work on the right flank here. That's a little off target. Stiller does really well to win the ball there. Pedri. Stiller. Camera. Now it's Pedri. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Cambio en el River Plate. Número 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
27. Cambio.
And it's Mount. Stiller. River Plate do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Scott, given the lift of his goal. Gnonto. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Good, strong hand by the keeper. Bellingham.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
It's a promise. Up he goes! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Osimhen has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And they can counter here. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And he was quick to react.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's Bellingham. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mount. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saint-Etienne do have a chance to counter here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to...